Okay, welcome back. First of all, I've made some adjustment to the sound volume. I believe the voice has been a little bit low, so I tried to boost it a little bit. So let's see how that looks. Now back to the task at hand. Last time we finalized our printing routine with the variable width, and the next thing that we're gonna do is take care of these special characters that we mentioned. So this has to be done, and to actually do that we need to specifically check if these are the letters that will be printed, and then deal with it. Additionally, I was looking at this part here. This looks a bit unoptimized. So let's see if we can try to make this a little bit smoother. Doesn't really matter much, but hey, why not? So we'll keep the original one, just comment it out in case we really mess this up. So 40 subtract the size, and let's not store it, and let's just keep that in the accumulator. Hang on. Yeah, the first one is fine, LSR, and then ASL will keep it in the accumulator only, and then we'll roll the high byte. That's fine. We'll keep that in the accumulator. We'll roll the high byte, and we'll keep that in the accumulator. That's fine. And then we can do a store here. That should work. Let's see. Yes, that works fine. Now, second of all, down here, since we're just doing an add, there's nothing stopping me from putting that one there to 1 and that one to 3. That should be fine. Now, since these are just store and read from the same location, we should be able to do without those. And that looks to work fine as well. So small or slight optimization of that one. Yeah, so that looks better. Okay, so that's fine. Just one more check, looks to be okay. So the way I think then is, since when we tested the wider characters, we know that the width are calculated and done correctly. It's just not printing the 4th and 5th column. So we'll need to get that set up. Now, the first 3 columns are printed fine, so I want to do that just by using the regular routine, and then after that's done, handle the 4th and 5th column. So if you look at the routine, it counts the lines. This is fine. It calculates the offset, and then here we could do a compare, because we're fetching the actual character. But I still want to do this stuff. And I want to do that stuff. So ideally, the best place to do it is here. That means after everything is done, just print out the 4th or 5th column. Now this is read into the X register. and at least here we're not messing with X. How about here? Yes, so we are messing with X here. So we need to either read it again or store it. We are using 0-page temp 1 and 0-page temp 2, so these are already used. So I think I'm going to make another 0-page temporary storage location. 3. Which means, let's see here. Zero page, here we go. So I'll just add another 0-page pointer. That should be fine. So for now I'm just storing that so I can check it down here. See that it works fine. Yes, all good. Now the actual characters are these ones, and also we have the actual values for them here. So it's 4D, which is the M. Done. That should be fine. And then the next one is 57. 57, which is a W. And then we need to handle the W here. And the next one is 5B. 5B, which is the A. This is very Norwegian character, so it's not really a... But anyway, cool to have it. In case you need it, you never know. So 4DM and 57W and 5B the A. And then the layout is as follows. The location is located here for the M. And for the W, it's located there. And for the A is there. Now, let's see. This one is 2 characters wide, so it's that one and that one. But the third one is not used. So the address pointer here is correct. It points to this one. This one points to that one and it's too wide, and it is correct. However, this one is the same block. It's just that it's drawn in the last column. So actually, to get this one right, we need to add 8 and 16. So that should be correct. Okay. this is 5D, B, B. Okay, so I'm just adding this here now to Well, since it's exceeding probably 40 lines, let's change the let's see how that looks. Yeah, so it's the previous text was actually longer than 40, which mess up the centration routine. Okay, so there we go. Now in this case, once it's done, the set P register 3 is updated, which is the default write position. Set P register 2, which is used here. Let's see, maybe we can use the print block routine. So set P register 2, it exits here, so it's not actually register 1 is updated, but that's fine. We need to actually set that one on new. And we actually need to set P register 2 to the actual, or we need to update it. No, we don't. Set P register 2 is actually added to 140, so it needs to be reset. Now that's done by this command here. And this has to be here to initialize this part. Set P register 3 is added with set P temp 2, which should be the with table 3, which is actually moving this along. Okay. And that is actually an issue, because we don't want that to be done, because this will actually move the column, let's say 5 columns to the right, and we don't want that. We want it to be moved 3 columns to the right. So let's put that one at the end. Yeah, that should be all right. And we need to actually set the, let's start with the fetch. Let's do that first. So that's set P register 1. And that has to be set to this address here, which he fetches from the lookup table. But we can do that manually because, well, we can use this one. Or I can simply just set it. We'll use that one. That would be the low byte. Yeah. So then we have told him where to get the last part of the M. We want the lines that's set up by that one, so that's for how many vertical lines, so that's okay. And then it's just to set how many horizontal lines, and that's set with the set p temp variable. So and the set p temp is from the width table 2, so that should be 0f. Zero page temp 2. So that should tell him to print 2 columns. And then let's see if we can just print that now. I have a sneaking suspicion this will probably crash and burn hilariously. But why not? And then let's jump to done special. There. Yeah, hell. Let's see what happens. Unknown symbol. Yeah, okay. So obviously the char set location is at this memory address. Or I could have used a lowercase s also. Doesn't matter. Let's see how that works. Holy shit. So that did not work at all. Let's just skip that one and see what happens. No, that doesn't help at all. Actually, we need to update this one. So this branch should be modified to include the update of the 0 page 3 register. And this one's as well. Oh, my fingers are everywhere today. Alright, so let's see, that should do it. It's still a fucking mess. So what is happening here? Okay. So he doesn't like that we are messing with these set p registers 1 and set p temp here. It's just for the fun of it. See what happens if we do this. Now. So it's this set p temp 2 that it doesn't like. Because it actually adds this here. Okay. Well, we could set it before and after calling this thing. Perhaps it should be 18 and actually 10. Yeah, that's okay. Okay, we'll take a look at that. See what happens then. He prints it down there, okay. Ah, yeah, because he's added to the next line. Okay, so this should not be 18, it should be 28. First of all, yes, now that's correct. Let's see what happens now if we get the right part printed. No, we don't. So, very easy to make these small mistakes, but that's the fun of it. There we go. So now we have the right part of the M printed out. However, we need to reset also the output because it has been set P register 2, which has been written to, is added here. So it will push it down 2 lines and start writing to the 3rd line. So that makes sense. So we need to set it back up again. And also it's printing, it should be displaced that way. Yeah, that is because it is handled by the index register. Okay, let's see if we get it to the correct line first of all. Now what happens if we just do that one? Should overwrite. Yes. So he overwrites himself, but we need it to be displaced to the correct X position. And how do we keep track of the X position? That is set P register 3. Yes, we just increased the set P register 3, so we should actually do that before. Actually, let's just try that. Well, we do have a little nut here, gentlemen. So that one with table goes into the 0 page temp and temp 2. Temp 2 gets added to 0 page register 3, which controls the shift after he's done printing the character. 0 page temp 2 the temp is the width, that's fine. What the heck is 0 page temp 2 used for? That's used to update 0 page temp 3 till after, so that's fine. And it is also used, no, not there. This doesn't care about that at all. It just does what is told based on the width to print and from where to where. That's it. So once he's done printing the first 3 characters, he will update it and he will add 28. So he's gonna, so why is it actually see what happens then. Didn't make much of a difference, but I think that's we only need to set the 0 page temp, which is the width, and it's fetching from the right place. The only thing we need to do is tell him to print to the right place. Now this has been updated. And actually what we need to do is we need to subtract 2 columns. Update the 0 page register 3 accordingly. So you know what, instead of doing this, done special, yes. Let's keep it here for now. Okay. Now I don't want to do this one unless, actually, sorry, I want to do that there, but no special. So no special. So if there's nothing special, no special characters, just update the counter. With that one. And do it again. If it's something special, we will update this one according to the actual width. So for that one, for example, it is not updated. Let's just see how this looks so we can keep track of it. We need to update the setp register 3 before we call that one. And there we go. Marvelous. However, it's completely messed up the counting now, so that we'll need to fix. But at least the character is showing correctly. Add 18 to that, move that into there, done special, and actually If it's done special, we're just gonna do the loop. Yeah, we need to add a little bit more after we've done that one. So here we need to add 10. And there we go, finally. Holy crap. I'm sure this can be done a little bit more elegantly. Alright, seems like my face cam is frozen. Let me just stop the recording here to see if this is going well or not. I'll be right back. Okay, so seems like the recording froze. Don't know why, but approximately when I added this 10 here, and this was the result that we got. We see the M now is coming correctly. So first of all, I update the zero page register 3 with 18, which is the 3 first characters that we printed with the regular routine. And then I also have to add 2 after that's done, and we have printed out the second part. Well, for sake of good order, that one should perhaps be here. It's not making, it doesn't make any difference, but just let's check. Yeah, it's fine. There, I could do this a little bit more elegantly. The widths here, if I actually put them to 18. Oops, now I'm lost too. So that means if they are 18, this part should be able to handle that. And that should work fine if I remove this part. Let's check. Yes, it does. So that makes it a little bit better. So now I only need to add the additional 2 lines that I print, and then on the one with 4 line I just add 8 here instead. So that's a little bit better. That also means that the done special jump here actually can just go back to start here really. Now this one on the other hand is not correct. He should go to here. And next. Okay. Okay, sorry about that. I got some visitors. We have some family visiting, and my granddaughter just wanted to drop by and see what granddaddy was doing. So sorry about that. So anyway, where were we? Well, we just got this just checking the mic is on. So we just got the M working, and obviously you can see now that since we made the modification, the W and the A also got shrunk down to 3 because we add that here instead. So let's do the same with the W. However, this time it's 95. And the F should be the same, that should be the same. And that should be the same. Yeah. Actually, maybe that works straight off the bat. No, it does not, because so this here now, the branch is too long. Now we can cheat for now. Let's just do that. And then we'll see if we can shorten it a little bit afterwards. For now, I just want it to work. So that works fine. The W is now okay. And then it's the final that is don't need that. There. Now it's 95. Let's see, plus 16 if my theory here is correct. And this one should of course be 8. And no, that does not work. And why is that? 5b, let's just check that we're actually comparing with the correct character here. So it's 5b, yes. Let's just make sure that it actually catches up on it. No, it doesn't. Okay. There we go. So now he's doing the right one. And I should probably put this back to 16. And I don't need that because I know it executes now. And there we go. Voila. We got the special characters working. Okay, it's a mess of a code right now, so we'll try to tidy that up, but I think we're gonna do that the next time. So we'll try to, because we are adding 8 regardless. So if it is a special character, we can add 8. Is there a way to do that? I'll think about it. So and also a lot of the code here is the same. A lot of the code is the same, so this could be recycled or optimized a little bit. So we'll try to get that done, but we're getting close now. So anyway, I'll try to link together. I had this. It's gonna be 3 files, video files. I have to merge and then try to upload it, and then we'll get back to doing the final tweaks and optimizations. And once that is done, we'll move it back into the main code, and we should be ready to get this part done. And the only thing we need to do then, before we call, we're just gonna make a subroutine out of it, and then we only need to set setPRegister tree to what line we want to print to, and we're of course going to have to move this outside the subroutine. So we set this up, which text line to print, and then just call the subroutine, and it should go. That's the idea anyway. So That's it for this turn, and then see you guys next time. Take care.